viewers and our dear farmers, we are yet another farm here, Ladder Farms Limited. It is in Yumbe district, Kochi sub-county, and the village is Nabara village. That is where we are today. It has been a long journey. We have even met some checkpoints around because this place is near the border with South Sudan. So we checked rigorously as we came to the farm, and here we are. So I want, as we have always promised, dear farmers and viewers, to show you the best practices that are happening at Ladder Farms and also the worst practices. And if you are following and you're watching me now and you have not subscribed to our channel, please take a minute, subscribe and hit that notification bell for subsequent videos, because we are committed to giving you information where you can learn from and better your farms. And if you need dedicated guidance like we are going to give to Ladder Farms, then feel free to always invite us, and we can have the next generation goat farms together. So I'm going to take you through the farm best practices and worst practices together with the manager here. The manager is called Amidu. The other name is Waswa. So he's the manager of this farm, and we shall do quite a lot of things with him in terms of capacity building, so that Ladder Farms can be one of the next generation goat farms with many farms. So here's the entrance to the farm. It's our beautiful structure here at Ladder Farms. The best practice with the structure is it is of course raised off the ground, and this limits infections, especially those that emanate from the droppings and the urine. So we can be sure that we shall have less respiratory infections with the animals that are of course within. But the mistake that we see is that the place is not guarded for the animals not to go underneath the structure, because then as we release them to play from the play area here, others may be forced to go underneath the structure, and they can still get these infections. So we are saying, as we journey together, dear farmers, as when you raise a structure, you should also ensure that you limit accessibility of the animals underneath, so that the justification of raising the structure can make meaning at the end of it. So the other best practice that we see around the structure is that it is well aerated, because we want to have quite a number of animals. This farm, by the way, is seated on 100 acres, and of course with potential to expand. We want to have as many animals as possible, over 2,000 on this farm, so that they can fit in this and other additional structures that we are going to set up. So the aeration is a plus on the structure, because then the animals will be not congested at this farm. So we continue with the structure. You can see that we have water collection points on the structure. Water is a very key factor at every farm, and when we set up structures to collect water, it becomes easy for us to, of course, deliver the water to the animals. So at the end of it all, we have clean water, of course, harvested on the farm, and also we cut costs of collecting water from wherever. Of course, as we walk around, we shall also need to have an underground water harvesting tank, So that will help us to ensure that we have water readily available at the farm. Yes, as we move around, we can look at the play area. Of course, the play area should have a bare ground. It should be free from any grass. The reason is to avoid worm infestation around the play area, because you realize at the play area the goats will defecate their facial matter on the ground and on the grass, and yet the kids may also need to eat the same grass, and you'll find the farm having kids but with a lot of worms resulting from eating this grass in the play area. So dear farmers, this is one of the worst practices here, but of course with our engagement we are going to sort it out and ensure that the play area is bare for the animals not to be affected by any worms that may result from eating part of this grass in the play area. So that should be noted. And of course the scenery is good, and there are a bit of hills as you can see, and a bit of logs where the animals can play and exercise. That is a plus. The other thing is there are mineral blocks at the farm, as you can see, to ensure that the animals are getting all the minerals and multivitamins that they require to get the necessary weights, but also remain healthy going forward. So this is a good practice around the play area. Only that they could also be shaded, because when it rains and this in the play area, you may lose some of them. So in order that they are safeguarded, we can put some in the structure, and those that are out, they can be guarded against any vagaries of weather. So that is one of the best practices. What we are going to do again is to ensure that we put water troughs within the play area, and any other feeders, especially for those that we shall need to feed with supplements, so that at the end of the day we have healthy animals, as you can see. Yet again, we are here to look at how the cleanliness is done. Of course, we have warned you, dear farmers, about telephone farming, and it is something that is really not good. But with our intervention, we've been able to put infrastructure and systems that can help us to ensure that we mitigate. I'm here with the manager, and of course he knew about our visit today to this farm, and he can tell us how long he had spent without cleaning underneath the goat structure, because you can see that it is newly cleaned. So manager, you may need to tell us when you last cleaned here.
I think for us, we have stopped sweeping. It has reached 3 weeks ago. So we used to sweep it after 2 weeks, but this time it has proceeded to 3 weeks.
So from the training you have undertaken and the capacity building today, what have you learned about the cleaning and the systems that we are going to put in place?
Okay, I think I had learned now a lesson, and for the case of that, we are going to sweep it daily basis.
Thank you so much. So one of the tools and systems that we have put in place is the DAFATO, and this is the daily farm management tool that we as Menit farms are using, but also our partners and agents such as Ladder Farms are being initiated to start using. And this tool has a number of modules, and of course looking at numbers, because on a daily basis numbers at the farm can change. So on a daily basis we record the number of bucks at the farm, the number of winners at the farm, the number of does at the farm, and the number of births that happen, and deaths. We also manage ins and outs in terms of if you bought a new animal or if you sold an animal. And this information, we get it from the managers on a daily basis. So this helps us to track the numbers at the farm. We go ahead and look at the cleanliness, ensure that cleanliness has been done. Because this, we can always have clandestine visits. Today we have come here, the manager knew about it. The next time we come, it will be an announced visit to see if we have achieved what we trained in terms of if they have cleaned on time, if they have fed animals on time. But of course, we depend on their feedback on a daily basis to record in this tool. That is why if they record something that is not right, it bounces back to them. For instance, for us, our deaths at the farm, they are justified. Because still in the same tool, we have to record information about sickness. Any signs and symptoms of sickness at the farm, they are reported. You will not wake up one day and you tell us a kid has died or a dog has died, when the previous day you did not report that there were any signs and symptoms. But even then, if any death happens, then we have to undertake a post-mortem. And this post-mortem reveals, we have had cases where workers connive and maybe they want to feast on a goat, and yet the farm owner is not around. So they can do this and tell the owner that it died. But for us, we said no. Let us see the post-mortem on this goat that you want to feast on. So this will limit such cases of animals being lost at the farm and justified. The other thing within the tool, of course, is the recommendations by the vet, our company vet, that are given to the managers and herdsmen once they have given in the signs and symptoms and the first aid that has to be undertaken to avoid the diseases escalating to the rest of the herd. So this tool is available, and you who is watching me can be part of this revolutionary agenda and part of the next generation goat farmers that we are creating, not only in Uganda, not only in Yumbe, but across the world. So don't be in Nigeria and you are left out. Don't be in Kenya and you are left out. Don't be in Tanzania and you are left out. This is a global move that we are inviting you to and being championed by Menit Farms. Yeah, today we are in Yumbe. Tomorrow we shall be somewhere close to you who is watching me. So don't fear to invite us. Our numbers, our website and contacts are right down in the footnote, and you can get to us and get to ensure that you are running a successful goat farm with Menit Farms. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for following us. There is still quite a lot to learn and to improve at this farm, which we are going to give you updates for. So please keep hooked, subscribe, and ensure that you have every update of how this farm is going to grow under the stewardship and inspection of